All right, YouTube, what's up? Hold on, I gotta take my shirt off for this one. Ah, I gotta do my bodybuilding video with my shirt off. All right, how's my light? You might want to come on this side here. It's your man Jackson here. I got my 13-year-old daughter behind the camera right now. Turn the camera so they can see everybody. You all my girls here. Hey, what's up? All right, put the camera back on me. Okay, so me and Sam just came from a really intense, what did we do today?
Back and rhomboid. What else are you back?
We did back, biceps, and shoulders, delts. Just got a real good workout. So I'm just shooting a quick video real quick to show you guys what we're eating for our post-workout meal. So right now, well, don't show them this sink because it's a little dirty in here. But we got some shrimp. I got some shrimp here thawing out. Some raw shrimp. Peeled, deveined with the tail on. So I'm gonna just do something quick here. You can come around on this side of this. Rain, don't be messing up my video with all your talking. Talk too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this real simple and quick because I'm not trying to make a freaking hour-long video.
Where'd you get that pepper from?
Oh, this pepper. You see this? This pepper came straight from the garden. My baby grew this straight out the garden. We got a whole garden outside. We got cucumbers. We got cabbage. We got about a dozen cucumbers out there right now. This is our second pepper that we were able to peel, to pluck and eat. So we got peppers, cucumbers, cabbage. We have kale. Kale, bro?
Kale. It's growing.
Kale. We got strawberries.
Cilantro.
We have Brussels sprouts, cilantro, basil. We got a whole garden. It's looking real good out there. If you go on Sam's Instagram page, you guys can actually see the garden. But her page is private, so she actually has to accept you. But her Instagram page is XO_Pocahontas_. So you guys make sure you go follow her. So I'm gonna just cut these peppers up real quick and easy. Now me, when I make dishes with vegetables, I like big chunks of vegetables. I don't like my stuff all diced up, all extra tiny, because you can't really taste it like that. So I cut everything up extra big. Anytime I'm making spaghetti or whatever, everything is big. I'm 6'4", so I like everything to be big. All right? So mushrooms, I usually just cut them in half. I cut them in 4s. That's it. I don't rinse them. Samara got a little problem with me not rinsing my mushrooms, but gotta make dirt. Dirt don't hurt, right? Plus, once you put it in the pan, it sort of cooks everything out. Now, we're gonna turn this camera off. I'm gonna cut this up, and when I'm done, I'm gonna show you what I got on this plate. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit of red onion on here. And what other vegetables we got? Some kale. We're just gonna throw all of this in the pan together with some avocado oil and the shrimp. And we'll be back in a few minutes after I'm done cutting this up. So you can go ahead and turn the camera off.
It's on, just so you know.
Yeah, cucumber. All right. So we're back. We're back earlier than I thought we would be. I'm still cutting stuff up here, but I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna make some broccoli here. I decided to make some broccoli with. Our dish. So I got some avocado oil here. Can you see that?
Yes.
All right, I got some avocado oil here. 100% pure avocado by Chosen Foods. Not sponsored, by the way. We got some hot dogs back here because those are for the kids. That's what they're eating tonight. And I'm just gonna dump this broccoli in here. And I'm gonna saute some broccoli. Some of this broccoli is not. All right, this is the pre-cut broccoli. I don't really like this. I don't normally buy pre-cut broccoli. Normally I buy the fresh crowns, but I bought this because, I don't know, I guess it's just easier to just throw in the pot and cook it. So, taking out all the pieces that don't look too hot and cutting off the bottoms because they're a little brown. So, alright, that looks good. So you throw that in with a little avocado oil. Just a tad bit of water. And just gonna throw a little in there. That's it. Now, what do we got? Red onion for our shrimp. Like I said, everything here is really big. We don't play no games over here. We like vegetables over here. So that's number one rule in my house. The number one rule in my house is what? Every person in my house does two things. And what is that?
Eat vegetables.
Drink water and eat vegetables. See, they know. I've been saying it for years. I ain't just doing this for YouTube, okay? That's what we do around here. We promote healthy eating, healthy living. That's what Dad is all about. And they all know it. Okay, so Samara really likes red onion, so we're gonna try to put a lot in here. I don't really know the difference between onions except for Spanish onions because they're strong as hell. So, Kayla, can you throw all this stuff away from me? Alright, now we're gonna add a little bit of oil to our pan here. A lot of oil actually. And shrimp don't take that long to cook, so I'm probably gonna throw the vegetables in before. We're gonna get our oil nice and hot. Throw the vegetables in before, let them cook down a little bit, and then I'm gonna throw my shrimp in the pan. Now, I'm thinking I should season them before I throw the shrimp in, or season the shrimp before I throw them in. Or I could just season it all together. So we got some adobo here. This is my first time using adobo, and when last time I used adobo?
I don't know.
I kind of stopped using adobo because I'm trying to take it easy on the salt. This is what I normally use to season my food. Just this and this is all I use nowadays. For the past couple months, this is all I've used. But today, I want some seasoned food. And half of this is for Samara, so we're gonna throw some sazon in there, some garlic powder, onion powder, and this Old Bay seasoning, which is good for any kind of seafood. So we're not gonna go crazy on it, but we are gonna get this thing nice and seasoned up. All right, so now this is how I'm currently looking. We just worked shoulders. I don't know if you can tell or not. Are my shoulders looking nice and round?
Yeah.
They're looking round? Yeah. We just killed the shoulders. So this is how I'm looking. I'm at about 216 pounds right now. I learned this guy today showed me this mean bicep workout, how to position my biceps a certain way to hit a different head of the bicep. So my biceps are really swollen right now. I don't know if you can see that, but I can see it. My peaks are looking real good. Then he taught me how to pose a little bit. I don't know how my pose looks, but I'm working on it. So don't judge me. My girls have been getting used to me posing around the house and just something I do all day now. Pose and talk about bodybuilding and muscles. I'm sure they don't care, but yeah. Anyhow, so what else are we putting in here? Oh, that's another thing. I'm putting some kale, some grape tomatoes. Where's my kale?
It's in the bottom.
Oh, you know what?
It's under here.
Oh. So kale, grape tomatoes, and I'm gonna throw in another little something for y'all at the end. Y'all see. Okay, so yo, my kale is really, this kale is really not doing too well. See my kale? I just bought this kale, what, 5-6 days ago? And this is why I don't like Walmart. This is why I wish we had a Whole Foods around here, or we need to shop at Wegmans. Look at this kale.
I can smell it.
It smells bad?
It smells like it's turning here.
Alright. Well, this is gonna get ground up and we're gonna use it for compost for the garden. I'm not using this. It's going in the freezer. We're gonna use it for compost. So much for the kale. Unbelievable. I just bought it. This is why I don't like getting produce from Walmart. Let me turn this down a little bit because man, broccoli is burning. So if you want to get good produce, go to Wegmans. This video is not sponsored by Wegmans. I'm telling you, go to Wegmans. Put a little more water in there because I don't like burnt broccoli. I'm trying to saute it, not burn it. So we're gonna add just a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. A little more. Now, pink Himalayan salt, I hear supposedly this has 84 different minerals in it. One is, and it also is high in nitric oxide, which is also good for stuff. It's good for males. It's good for a bunch of stuff that I don't know, but yeah, it's better than iodized salt and Morton's salt and all of that crap. So I use it. All right, now our grease is really hot, too hot. Okay. All right, now we're gonna dump our vegetables in here. There we go. Veggies. And you know what? I'm just gonna throw the shrimp in with it and season all of this stuff together. So we throw that in there. We'll throw our seasonings in there. We ain't gonna go too crazy. A little bit of Old Bay. You don't have to use a lot of Old Bay because it's really strong. Yeah. Samara has really sensitive taste buds. Samara has really sensitive taste buds, and she can taste everything. Every time I put Old Bay or cumin in it, she's like, "Did you put cumin in this?" So I try to take it easy on the seasonings. Except adobo. She loves adobo. With her half Hispanic behind. Alright. So we're gonna put a little bit of Sazon. I use Sazon just for color. Some people use it for flavor. I use it for color because I don't like white meat. I don't like white chicken, white shrimp. It just doesn't look appealing. So we'll add just a little bit of Italian seasoning. Some seasonings I use not for flavor. I use them for presentation. There's one thing my mom taught me is that presentation is more important than anything. Because your food could taste like the best food in the world, but if it doesn't look presentable, no one's gonna eat it. And you can have a half decent meal that tastes not so good, But if it looks good, people will eat it, or they'll consider eating it at least, until they find out it's nasty and unflavored and unseasoned. So just a little bit of Italian seasoning, just for decoration. That's the only reason I do it. All right, now I'll show them this unorganized drawer.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna put we got all this in the pan and we're just gonna mix it on up. I can't believe the kale is freaking. We're gonna mix all of this up and we're gonna let this cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. That's all it takes. Shrimp, you should not cook longer than 12 minutes. Or you will overcook it and it will be rubbery. We don't want rubbery shrimp. All right. All of that in the pan together. And we like our vegetables to where they're still somewhat crisp. Because if it's crisp, we gonna jam. It's gotta be crisp. We don't like our vegetables overcooked. You don't want to cook all the nutrients out of your vegetables. The longer you cook them, the less nutrients you have. And we just worked out, and we can't afford to be eating food with no nutrients. We want to eat food with a purpose. We want to eat food with a purpose, and we want it to actually work in our bodies how it's supposed to work. We don't want to just be eating for pleasure. We want to be eating for purpose. Right?
Yes.
They saying yes, but all they do is eat for pleasure. They never eat for purpose. They eat just because. We eat for purpose. Me and Samara. The kids, they eat just cause. That's why there's hot dogs in the pot. Okay. So I'm gonna put a lid on this. And we're gonna let that cook for a few minutes. So when it's done, we'll come back and we'll show you what the finished product looks like. Yeah, we'll be back. It's not gonna look as good as I wanted to because the kale went bad. Let me see if we can. Hold on 1 second. Didn't I have another bag of kale in here? I thought I had 2 bags. I thought I had some leftover from the other bag. This freaking sucks, man. Okay, so no kale. It is what it is. So we'll come back when the shrimp is done, and I'll show you the finished product. So we're just gonna chop this up here. And these, they've been saving because Samara's been regrowing these. If you look right here, they actually got some growing. And it's actually growing back. Why are you showing the dirty sink? You know how to shoot on the camera without showing? You gotta learn shots for this. You actually got some growing here. It's actually growing back. And apparently they learned it from 5 Minute Crafts. So here's another one. And eventually they'll get planted outside and they'll grow 3 feet tall like the other one is. It is crazy how I talk. Well, my cabbage is burning. All right, this shrimp is done, so we're gonna turn it off. Okay, so just some simple romaine lettuce here. Just gonna throw it on a plate. Nothing fancy. Throw it on the plate. Now, this is the surprise I was talking about. I was gonna put the pistachios in with the kale because pistachios and kale go really well together. But since we don't have kale, we're just gonna throw the pistachios in. Give us some added protein to our salad. And you don't really want to cook the pistachios because they get real hard and chewy, and we don't want them like that. We want them to still taste like pistachios. That's why I'm throwing them in last. So, got our romaine lettuce here. Towel. Got our romaine lettuce. And I'm just gonna try to make this a little bit pretty. Oh, and give us some grape tomatoes around the edges. That's all. It's just a shrimp salad. It's not fancy. Normally I cook fancy stuff, but not today. And see that? Delicious. And we're just gonna take our shrimp and stuff, and we're gonna throw it right in the middle. That's it. My vegetables got a little overcooked. I'm not happy with that at all. But we got some cold vegetables on here, so it's cool. We actually got a lot of overcooked. And then we'll just eat some broccoli on the side. Let me see. So, that is the finished result. It doesn't look as good as most of my meals look, but this is our post-workout meal. Shrimp salad with sauteed broccoli. Peace. So I added a little bit of Parmesan to give it some added, And that's it. Shrimp salad.